Emilia Perez. Emilia Perez. No challengers? Oh my god. Okay, just one Emilia Perez. And there's the other Emilia Perez. Nosferatu cinematography. Oh, thank god. Fernanda Torres. Brazil going crazy in the chat right now. And there's Emilia Perez. No Sing Sing Best Picture nominee. Oh no. Wow. I'm kind of shocked. I'm floored. I think Emilia Perez getting 13 nominations is going to be my villain origin story. Happy Oscar nomination day to all. It is officially 9 a.m. here on the East Coast. The live stream ended a few minutes ago. I am still kind of processing some of these out there nominations from the Academy. Most of these I kind of expected where they would go, but there were a lot of surprises here. So let's go through some of the bigger categories first. Let's start with Best Picture. I did not see I'm Still Here getting in, and also no Sing Sing nomination. I'm really upset about that. It's unfortunate. If more people had seen it, they would have actually voted for it. I'm glad at least Nickel Boys got in there. I was so nervous that Nickel Boys wasn't gonna get in. Anora, I kind of thought was losing a lot of its hype, but it did well with nominations. I can see it happening. Right now my gut is still saying The Brutalist, but maybe Conclave. Just anything but Emilia Perez. Literally any of these. I will take Wicked as a Best Picture winner over Emilia Perez. Best Actor in a Leading Role, there's no surprises here. For a while, I was saying this was going to be a competition between Adrian Brody and Colman Domingo. After Sing Sing didn't really show up here, I think it might just be Adrian Brody, but now Timothée Chalamet is apparently a contender, so I can see it happening, but my gut still says Adrian Brody on this one. Colman Domingo, you were phenomenal. I'm sorry, but I don't think it's happening again this year. I also knew Sebastian Stan was gonna get in here. I didn't know what movie they were gonna nominate him for. It makes sense for The Apprentice. That's kind of what I was figuring, but Best Actress in a Leading Role, I also went 5 for 5 on this one. I think Fernanda Torres winning the Golden Globe was huge for her. That definitely secured her spot here. Can she do it again at the Oscars? I don't know. I think the Academy is much more going to go for Demi Moore. Once upon a time, I would have said Mikey Madison had it locked in. Also, Carlos Sofia Gascon, she could end up taking it, but Demi Moore, I feel like right now my gut is saying is going to take that category. Best Actor in a Supporting Role, again, I went 5 for 5 here. I was really hoping I would be wrong and Clarence Macklin would show up. Jeremy Strong was kind of the one I was on the fence about. Ultimately, I went with him, but I love him. I'm happy to see him here. Going to be Kieran Culkin versus Jeremy Strong, my two Succession boys. I mean, Kieran Culkin is obviously going to win it. Now, Best Actress in a Supporting Role, the only one I got wrong is that I didn't think Felicity Jones would get in. I had her in my predictions yesterday. I made a last-minute switch. I took her out and I put Jamie Lee Curtis in. Felicity Jones definitely deserves to be here. The winner here is obviously going to be Zoe Saldana. For a while, again, I thought Ariana Grande kind of had this in the bag, but after the Golden Globes, any momentum for her is gone. It's all Zoe Saldana now. No one else is standing a chance in this category. Best Director here, I also went 4 for 5. I was kind of on the fence about whether a complete unknown James Mangold would get in here or Ramel Ross for Nickel Boys would get it. I was really hoping, especially for what they did with Nickel Boys and how unique of an adaptation it is, just the stylistic perspective that Ramel Ross brought to Nickel Boys, I thought maybe would sway the Academy to give him a nomination. In terms of a winner, I feel like Brady Corbet for The Brutalist is the obvious choice here. Sean Baker, any chance that he had, I feel like is kind of gone. Jacques Audiard for Emilia Perez, I mean, clearly they love this movie. My gut is saying Brady Corbet for The Brutalist. He kind of has that in the bag right now. For Best Cinematography, my brain is kind of split between 3 people right now of who's gonna win. It could be Dune Part 2, Greg Fraser. They love his work. Maybe this is like the one bone that they throw Dune Part 2 in a higher category. I think The Brutalist is the obvious choice. It's probably what's going to take it. But again, if we see an Emilia Perez sweep, which could very well happen, and I am kind of expecting that to happen after these nominations, so it could just be Emilia Perez, which does not deserve it, but oh god. Best International Feature Film. So here's the interesting thing about this category though. There's usually only one film that gets nominated for Best Picture and Best International Feature. Right now we have 2 after that surprise I'm Still Here nomination. It's between I'm Still Here and Emilia Perez. I think you all know which one is actually going to win. This could be a surprise win. Maybe I'm Still Here will take down Emilia Perez and we'll all cheer and applaud it, but yeah, Emilia Perez is winning this category. Best Adapted Screenplay, I went 5 for 5 here. No real surprises. I was getting a little worried with Sing Sing that it might not show up. Same thing with Nickel Boys, but they both got in here. Thank goodness. This is a good lineup, -1. Best original screenplay, I thought maybe A Real Pain could surprise, but after not getting a Best Picture nomination, it's definitely not winning this category. Honora or The Substance could be a surprise winner here, but I'm just gonna go with The Brutalist and be safe. Best Animated Feature, this is the one I care about a lot. I put out a video predicting this category yesterday. I went 5 for 5 on this. I'm glad Moana 2 didn't sneak in. I was hoping maybe Look Back would surprise me. I know there's a lot of Transformers 1 fans out there, and I'm sorry your movie didn't show up. I think Memoir of a Snail deserves this award. For a while, I would have just said The Wild Robot is gonna win, hang it up, but Flo's win at the Golden Globes is kind of throwing me off here. I don't know if maybe there are those people that don't actually watch any of the animated movies and they go, hey, my kid liked this one. And maybe that camp is just kind of splitting their vote between Inside Out 2 and The Wild Robot, and that's why Flo won at the Golden Globes. But I think the safest bet here is that The Wild Robot is going to win this category. Flo I do have as a wild card that might surprise us, but I'll stick with The Wild Robot for now. But thank you so much for watching. Let me know your reaction and predictions in the comments, and I will see you next time.